Like, nobody wants to work anymore.
Right, right.
I don't know about you, you might have a perspective on this, but I think nobody wants to work for the sake of working. Let's
Yeah.
make sure that
Okay,
people
sure.
know that you have a podcast that you are on. Well, tell us what it is.
Sure. It's Hire Lead Chill. So we just named it after our business name. Basically, what we're doing is I'm a big believer that if you solve the employee side of your business, you've solved 95% of your stress and problems, and you'll be able to grow with some peace. It's that simple. So recruiting, retaining them, and just chill out. Figure if you can figure that out. We haven't been in a climate where it's too difficult to get clients if you are willing to pay a little bit of money. I come across this where people pay a lot of money for marketing, but if you
Mm,
tell them to boost $300 to go find a producer that's going to produce $500,000 for your
yeah.
company, it's like pulling teeth. So I've worked really hard on changing that mindset to put the ego on the shelf. When you have somebody that is across from you at an interview table, your job is to sell them
Yeah.
on who you are, what you stand for, and why they're going to wake up every day and love to come to work here. That's all.
So back when I had my service companies way back, I was always really good with hiring. Well, I shouldn't say always. I got really good at hiring. We all make plenty of mistakes along the way. And I got better at being a leader, which was uncomfortable for me. And then culture building in the company became really important to me. And I realized that you can have there's like the three components. You have to have a good way to get the employees to come to you, so you have to market to them, you have to have a good training system for them to be able to do well, and then you need to have a good culture for them to stay. And I love that we're so aligned in that view of recruiting and employees, and it makes all the difference as to whether you're going to be struggling all the time to keep up with your work or if you're going to be successful with that.
It's a couple things that I hear repetitively with business owners daily. One is they just don't like going to their business anymore because Fred's there or Jane's there,
Mhm.
and they complain. It's like, dude, you own the business. You have the right to have great employees working for you. Okay. It's like we hate recruiting. I hate interviewing. Oh my gosh, these no shows are killing me. And it's like, I love no shows. I love no
Mm,
shows because that means I'm getting closer to a hire, right? Because you get just like give me a sentence with the word sales or marketing in it. I'll take those words out, put the word recruiting in there, and it works every single time.
mm,
Didn't mind nose when I was pounding that phone, man, because I knew eventually I'm getting closer and closer and closer to the yes.
yeah.
Same thing with recruit. No, no shows are here to stay, folks. I got news for you. They're just here to stay.
Well, and the other ones that I think are, and I think no shows are great because they're showing you right up at the front end,
That's
that
right.
you don't need to worry about going through the process with them.
Yep.
But then also, I think you and I have both heard like nobody wants to work anymore.
Right. Right.
I think, I don't know about you, you might have a perspective on this, but I think nobody wants to work for the sake of working. I think people want more than just work and more than just money.
Big time. Yeah, there's a lot I can talk about on that. I'll break it down to number one. My daughter has been at a pizza place for 3 years. She's 16. She started there at 15. She's now going to be 18 in July. And she saved 10 or 11 grand in 2 years, okay, as a 16-year-old kid. Don't tell me people don't know how to work out there. Number
Yeah.
one, okay. Plus, we place thousands of candidates at really good companies that own window cleaning, pressure washing, Christmas light, and all those companies all the time every year. That's
Mm,
number two. And number three is that a lot of the generation that we're looking to hire in the labor force we're in, okay, in this home service world that we've decided and chosen to be in, okay, a lot of them were the first generation of everybody gets a trophy, even for showing up. And I'm not judging any of this. I'm just telling you
mm,
what reality is. They're the first ones where mom or dad didn't turn around and say, shut your mouth, look out the window, and I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth. Okay.
mm,
Now it's here's a screen, watch a 2.5 hour movie, and I don't have to pay attention to it. Okay.
mm.
Again, I'm not, that's just the reality. To your point, Melody, there has never been a bigger need for great leadership to show
Yeah.
these people this is where you belong. Here's why you belong here. And this is why we're going to take care of you. And by the way, we pay as good as anybody else down the road. So come on in. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I think also on top of that, I remember, so I was raised to be a workaholic. Most of our generation was.
Yep.
And the whole thing was you're going to work really, really hard until you retire and die,
Yep.
essentially. But we never talked about what that meant or like, what about life in between this? And I remember my younger brother, he's 15 years younger than me, just one time, this was probably more than a decade ago, being like, I don't want to be like you. I don't want to work my whole life just to like work.
Yep.
But also he's a workaholic now, but that's besides the point. But it made me mad. And then it made me realize like, yeah, why am I just working to work? Like there's so much more to life than just working. And as you know, I'm a very much purpose driven in terms of business. I have to feel a sense of purpose in what I do, or else it doesn't mean anything to me. There's a lot of people out there who feel the same way about their jobs. And, you know, the world has told them also that it's okay to feel that way, that they
Right.
should feel a sense of purpose or like passion for what they're doing. You can't always make people feel passion for, you know, the thing that they do. Like if it's my old company was window cleaning. I couldn't make people feel passion for window cleaning because even I didn't feel passion for that.
Sure.
But I felt passionate about the community fund that we established where we would
Right.
give away thousands and thousands of dollars and to nonprofits. Our customers loved it, our employees loved it, and it gave us all a shared sense of connection and purpose. And
Yeah.
I think, you know, the more that business owners look at it in terms of like we can complain about it or we can get on board because we're
Yep.
old now. We're the old people now who have the businesses.
Right.
We have to get on board.
We were the kids where the parents were going, geez, oh Pete, you people are the future leaders of the company, right?
Yeah.
That's the other thing. This thing about the other generation not working and not being as good and this and that. Socrates had said that in a quote. So it's been
Right.
around a while. Okay?
Forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been around a
amazing.
while. So I get it, but I will tell you this: that the people I talk to, the business owners I talk to, that go, I know the problem, you know, but what's the solution? Are executing on their hiring needs almost without exception. And you know what the opposite of that is? The ones that can't get their mind off the problem of the no shows. And I've got clients that will get a hold of our account manager because I'll meet with her once a week and just, why are we getting so many no-shows? And I'm like, how many people did they hire? Well, 4. Okay, in maid service, that equals about $300,000, $400,000 of revenue. In landscape lighting, that's like $1.5 million of revenue. I'm going, where's the problem? Why is she talking about no-shows? Why is he saying no-shows? We just
small.
added enough production to add $1 million to your top line. And you're telling me you've got 5 no-shows, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard when you're in the business.
Yeah.
And you're focused on these things. It's easy to see all the problems. Listen, Misfit, if you believe in the mission of this podcast, I need you to like and subscribe right now. Pause this, go find the podcast. You might already be there, which is easy. Just go like and subscribe. And if you really, really believe in it and you want Misfits to unite and change the whole business world, please rate it. Rating is the best way to get the word out to attract more like-minded misfits like you and me so that we can overthrow the takers of this world who currently dominate the business universe. Now, I know I sound like I'm some courageous lady of business. I am not. I can't do this alone and I don't want to. I need you and we need a coalition of fellow misfits. So do it now. The quicker we take action, the quicker we can change our business world. Now let's go do great things, and I will see you next week. I'm a misfit. 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 I'm a misfit.